Dropshipping has to be one of the worst business models for new entrepreneurs, and in today's video, I'm gonna explain exactly why you need to avoid dropshipping like the plague. Number one, you have little control over quality and your own supply chain. While yes, dropshipping can be great for very quick cash, you don't actually control the quality of your product. One of the most important things in business is the quality of your product, because the quality of your product or service is going to create word of mouth. And with dropshipping, you have no control over this. So it's really on your ability to pick your supplier well. The problem with that is anybody can pick the same supplier. And if they have defects in their product or problems in their product and you're shipping this to your customer, guess who the complaints are gonna come back to? Your company. And what are you gonna do about it? You already have really low margins in the business. So if you do get lots of complaints on your products that you're selling, well then guess what? You don't have the margin to build out a customer support team in the first place. So you have no moat in the business, nothing that differentiates you from your competition. Number two is lack of enterprise value in these businesses. This is something I never see talked about. What is enterprise value? Enterprise value is the value of what your company's actually worth and what someone will actually pay to purchase your company. Rarely do you ever see dropshipping companies exit for a large multiple of their profit, which again, can you make a lot of money month to month? Sure. Is it sustainable? No. And are you building anything of value? No. How people gain wealth in the US is by selling their businesses. You cannot sell a dropshipping company. You can't sell it because you have no brand. You're relying on ads for people to buy your product. You have no stickiness. Versus a brand, you have people coming back to purchase your product over and over again, which increases your lifetime value of your customer in your business. Dropshipping, you don't have that because you're constantly churning and burning ads and running tests to acquire new customers on a low margin. And if I'm looking to build a business, I'm looking to one, have good sustainable cash flow that I can pay myself with as I'm building the business, but also high LTV and high stickiness of my customers because I want to turn around and sell this business down the road. Go and look at any of the big exits from any of these companies and you'll see them sell for hundreds of millions of dollars, some even billions of dollars, but it's because they created a brand. They didn't go and create ads on Fiverr and throw them up to make a quick buck.
At this point, dropshipping is so saturated with competition. It's just not what it was 5 to 10 years ago. There is so many people in the market that are just trying to get rich quick. And since your main method of selling is through sites like Amazon, you're always going to be undercut. Why do you think dropshippers don't tell you what products they're actually selling? It's because they're scared that you're gonna take their product, which anybody can do because this is dropshipping, and they're gonna undercut you. So your product is not gonna be any different from the next guys on Amazon. It's gonna have the same pictures, gonna have similar reviews, and at that point, the customer is just looking which one is cheaper. This one that is $19.99 or this one that is $17.99. Let's be real, there's just so much competition that at this point, it is just a race to the bottom. The last point I want to make is that it is just not a sustainable business model with the amount of money you have to put into ads, and on top of that, the seasonality of the products that you're selling. To give you an example of this, we actually had a sales guy that came from the dropshipping world, and the reason that he wanted to work for us is because there was sustainability with having a sales job compared to dropshipping. There was some months where he would make 30K a month in profit, and then other months where he made 0. And this is the reality of dropshipping that they don't tell you. They show you the screenshots of them making the 30K in profit, but then they don't show you the screenshots of that going all the way down to 0, and then them losing money, and the business model just not working over a 12-month period. At the end of the day, do you really have a business, or do you have a product that is going to die in a few months?
To sum it all up, because of your lack of control over your supply chain and quality of your product, the lack of enterprise value in the business model, the fact that it's a race to the bottom, and rising ad costs to acquire customers, it just creates an overall recipe for disaster. While we don't recommend you start a dropshipping business, there are a few businesses that we do recommend you start. We're big fans of service-based businesses, both internet-based and home service-based. Some examples of good internet-based businesses you can start are agencies, whether that be marketing, content, things like copywriting, things like editing, all great businesses. But our personal favorite, which if you're a follower of this channel, you already know what I'm gonna say, is a remote cleaning business. It's one of the best business models because you actually start with a degree of leverage, and more importantly, you learn all the basic business skills you need from hiring, sales, marketing, operations, setting up all the systems. You learn all that stuff off the jump, which you don't in a lot of other businesses. If you are interested in starting a remote cleaning business, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. We post videos all about how to start and scale these types of businesses, and we've made a ton of videos on it already. So check out some videos on our channel, and if you want to work with us closely or even see what it would look like, hit the link down below where we help you start and scale a remote cleaning business from scratch. We've got clients that do over $60,000 a month while still working a 9 to 5. So if that's something you're interested in, again, link down below. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.